Don't worry, Bobo. I'm sure there'll be a sequence coming soon where there's more blood on Big Boss than we've seen on him so far.
All right.
Hey, folks, I'm the Serious JG.
I'm Bobo the Vulture.
Welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. One thing I liked about Ground Zeroes, there was a little cinematic when you find Chico. There's a fairly lengthy cinematic at the very end. Otherwise, they pretty much, you get right into the action. I'm enjoying this too. You're in the action story-wise, but they've kind of been slowly introducing us to run and gun, stealth, and now I think it's time to be slowly introduced to rail shooter sequence.
Yeah.
So, switching camera position, press R3. I've actually already been doing that.
That's right. When in third person.
And, I'm going back to serious injuries, so don't do that.
Let's not go back to serious injuries.
I think maybe as he... Oh, you're supposed to... 58 hits taken. Yeah, it's a... I think as he's loading up to fire, you're supposed to hit him. Just stun lock him. I shot the horse, but...
Again, so hard to tell from these sequences whether you're doing a good job.
I'm doing all right.
You seem to be doing all right.
Generally, when Ocelot tells me he's coming, I figure it's warning me he's about to attack. That's how much roll I had. Damn it, I missed there, but need to get away with it. Yeah, it's a like cumulative throughout the game thing. It's like it kind of shame you with the fact that we've been shot almost 60 times. Oh, he's coming back.
Spear.
Flat out missed there. We've hit the point where the cinematic kicks back in and we're okay. That's what they call me. Shotgun Lemming. And now we have a lengthy scene where we have to get this guy out of a hospital.
Oh, boy. Then we have to go to the veterinary clinic, rescue this horse.
The horse has to press the triangle button to, fix its own leg.
Yeah, which basically just involves shooting itself.
Oh, well, I was trying to think of a way to bring in shooting a horse, and that's not enough blood for you to use your quip? Oh, no, we'll save it.
I'm pretty sure there's one where just
no, there's more blood coming
there's just an entirely goopy red face. I know.
There is a scene where he appears to be a lasagna. Rank A? I'm surprised. I did that good. Codename Chick.
Chick. Alright.
Alright, it's time for the chicks to go to bed. No retries? There's no bonus for that. No kills? No bonus for that. No reflex? No bonus for that. No enemy combat alerts? No bonus for that. Perfect stealth? No kills? No bonus for that. I'm kind of surprised we even got an A in that case. I feel like it might have been possible to get no kills by shooting people in the legs. Possibly.
Maybe. Oh, of course, if they do this as different episodes and different chapters, I wonder whether or not we'll have the opportunity to go back and replay this if we really wanted to get super optimization.
Might be. I mean, I know later in the game you will be running your own base, where presumably
you can redo missions.
Well, wasn't that so much as if there are weapons that your base there's someone walks up hey, Big Boss, we developed super gun. Getting S rank on missions might be involved. Whatever. Yeah. Accuracy, I hit less than half the time. Great. I got one headshot. That may have been what put us over the top. But mostly it was time. I think this is one where, yeah. Okay. Moving on. But now what? There was something I wanted to dwell on. No retries we could have gotten.
Yeah,
I
although
never did figure out what the reflex bonus was about. I think it's sometimes that little mode comes in, and if you're fast enough, you can prevent the guy from detecting you, and you get points if you do that.
Yeah.
But I don't see how no combat alerts is possible. But whatever. We have a score of 800 out of a possible who knows what.
Everybody's trying to deliver an uppercut to the Diamond Dog.
The Diamond Dog's like no sound. It's Mega Man. You shoot the Diamond Dog with your uppercut beam, and it goes. Blink.
Yes.
Luckily, you have Mega Buster, but it's very slow to kill him with that. Unless he's a Dr. Wily boss, someone will get a Mega Buster. That's the most important thing to dwell on. Mega Man mechanics. I can't even
bubble that. That's just the worst.
No, the final boss of 3 has to be defeated with top spin. That was worse than Mega Man pirouettes his way to victory. So yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain though. Oh come on, kid. You cut us a break. He's over here. I don't know. Maybe the kid can't see you. Maybe you're John Cena.
Come on. Please stop tripping us.
With Ishmael or Ahab. I can't remember. I think it was Ahab.
So I feel like we got voice credits earlier. And now we're getting some director and writer credits.
Mm-hmm. Then in Act 2, we'll get some production guy credits.
The voice credits, I felt like there was a name missing.
If David Hayter had some kind of role in this, I'm almost positive they would not reveal it till the very end. Or at least they wouldn't credit him.
Ocelot.
What?
Big boss.
How could this be
You know who
Ocelot?
I am. A certain man gave me a job to do. 2, actually.
That man
First was to
is
get you out
Zero.
of that hospital. The second was to rescue the man himself.
To rescue your man.
You sound different.
You remember? Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller. 9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher. You were considered dead. Until today, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead.
Not very popular. We've got to work on their people skills.
You'll have to join up with Miller. Build that private army of yours one more time. It's your only chance.
Come on, give me your hand. You can trust me. I'm Revolver Ocelot. Part of Ocelot's backstory, as explained previously, is that he really likes Big Boss, so
He's in
maybe he is
Afghanistan.
trustworthy.
Afghanistan.
We're in Afghanistan.
That's where I was going, but I was inhaling at the wrong moment.
What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma?
You mean there's a war going on in
4 years
Afghanistan
ago,
unheard
the
of?
Soviets invaded Afghanistan. The Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. The Reds' 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000.
You're gonna have to defeat them all,
Squad
while
holding
taking
Miller
less
set
than
off
60
near the
hits
Pakistan border
to get
yesterday.
an S rank.
Now, in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. They'll be interrogated for a few more days, and it's off to a logger. Or
A
left
logger?
to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil.
Oh.
I give him 2 weeks.
Because I'm generous.
The job didn't mean anything to Miller. He only took it on to keep you safe.
What?
Of course, I could have stopped the entire war by going up to the Soviet
Well,
Union and
there's
giving
our
my
ride.
patented.
Whaling ship. Got a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink.
Oh, it's nice.
7 days to Port Qasim.
Mother
We're
Base
free
is like a
overland.
short horse ride away from the
Won't have
hospital.
much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang on.
You know, the Randy Orton-faced version. And suddenly it becomes an inspiring Enya piece.
Yeah. Jeez. Now I'm actually kind of worried that Randy Orton red-faced guy. Does turn out to be an important part of the saga.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm not going to recognize him when we see him again because he's just going to have a fairly generic,
Yeah.
modified face.
We should have made him
Given him
we
weird
should have made him
face
like
tattoos.
we should have made him African American pirate or something. So why did the demon from Hell guy and the little revenge psycho manus girl stop chasing you?
Listen to reason.
Revenge. It's the test that Kirk cheated on.
The Heiwa Maru.
Yeah.
Well, and then the port said we should go through this canal.
It suits
Are you
now.
learning your geography lesson well?
I blame Raiders of the Lost Ark for this device, by the way. Not that it's like blame isn't really the right word. It's like... Here, so you can go back to killing people. No passes run for you, big boss.
Yeah.
Well, that thing's like twice as big as the one that came in my collector's edition box.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had a total portgasm when this game came out. I guess a portgasm is you drink port that you really like.
Man.
Whoa! This song was sung by Joey Lawrence from Blossom's wife.
But where in Afghanistan?
Are we going to Bastion and have a really nice Pizza Hut?
Alright. It's not even combined with a Taco Bell, is it?
No.
I
Look,
can't believe you're going on.
I don't know that you want... as weird and different as all of the fast food I tried in Afghanistan was that had American name brands, I don't know if Taco Bell would have been a good idea. Ocelot briefings, The Man on Fire, and music tape. I guess we listened to those on the iDroid. The tip screen presents hints to help you better enjoy the game, as well as an explanation of actions, profiles, and weapons of items. It will not explain why you are, for some reason, not able to do multiplayer right now. But I'm okay with it. Phantom limbs, like, your penis still existing. You got blown off.
It got burned when you set fire to your parents' home as a child.
It's actually pretty close to Dad's birthday.
Yeah, he was born in 1984.
Yeah, we're both very young.
Yes.
So are we meant to be able to see, or did we adjust the white balance wrong early on?
We can probably
The area
readjust that.
ahead is under total Soviet control.
Total control.
Miller's been captive for 10 days.
We should probably
Not
check
much
to see if we
time
can do
left.
captions.
Weather will clear shortly.
Good idea.
Storm's passing.
Storm's coming.
I know. Starring Punished Venom Snake. Punished is his real name, folks. Venom's just a name.
Benedict Kazuhira Miller. He's not Benedict.
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And the lion. The Skulls Parasite Unit.
Oh, sure, Parasite.
Special gift.
The Skulls Prototype Jack. Now, you've flown over the area. I have an idea of the general topography.
9 years on
You've
ice.
seen my pictures on Facebook. I believe
Yeah.
one of them be labeled
Infiltration of the Soviet
Day
main
Flight over
ground
Tatooine.
forces.
Yes.
It'd be the perfect warm.
Product placement, eh?
It's too bad those.
Radio available at Radio Shack, if it still exists by the time this game comes out.
Too bad those came out in '84. I haven't been able to find them in shops since.
Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dawandehar to the north. Check its location now. Take out your iDroid.
Do it.
You see Wandy on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority.
Go Wendy's right there. Alright.
Trying to Can
Figure
I
out
zoom
where
in or
you are.
something?
Go ahead and close the eye door.
Margot Place.
Don't tell me what to do. I want to listen to those audio tapes. I guess I can do that later.
Got your binoculars? Or should I say your int scope?
Or should I say your
See the village? Straight ahead? To the
monocular?
right. Look up.
No, over. No, the other.
Just give me the fucking binoculars, damn it.
Okay. Yeah, there's the village.
Have you spotted the village?
Yes.
Zoom in closer. All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell
That-
you anything I can about it.
This is The Village. Arguably an even worse movie than Signs.
Right.
Oh,
Get the
sorry.
spork all of.
Okay.
I mean,
supposed to-
clearly somebody is trying to reflect.
Yeah, no, this is...
This is probably where he's being held or whatever.
That's Violo Village. The Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dewandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is.
Margot Place.
Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way. You can't have much
Here's a
left.
glamour shot of your butt.
Give him 3 days tops.
Mark your butt now.
We fail, and he dies. We lose our chance of revenge.
Oh, my
We
chance.
need more
What did they do
intel.
to you?
If you just go charging into Dewandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first.
By the way, have you got a
Some
demon
of these
horn now?
other
What the fuck?
outposts, not just the one you saw.
Does have shrapnel sticking
Afghanistan
out of
is
his
a big place.
head.
That could have
I
been
expect you to
carved
become
down
quite
a
familiar
bit,
with
I
those
think.
binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own.
I've got a date.
You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself.
With your one hand.
Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss.
One of the wars. Oh.
Goss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio.
By
Stay
ear.
sharp.
Yo,
Not one of
Mac.
Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good.
Real
All we
good.
found on the scene were their corpses and these. You'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back.
The glare may well kill him if you don't get them to him soon.
GF for him.
Is there a way I could turn on subtitles for dialogue and turn off subtitles for shit you could buy?
You know, Snake,
Now go!
man could spend
Let
his
the
whole life
legend come
running.
back to life.
You're pretty good. Okay, slow down the horse. Slow down the horse. Whoa, seriously, fuck. What?
Become the legend.
Yeah, whoa. Yeah, okay.
I know.
Well, maybe that wasn't as badass as it could have been.
Well, wait, now you can go into view control, see whether or not you can do anything with subtitles. I think it's the bottom left of the,
Yeah. Restart mission and try not to be such a puss with the horse. Options, display.
subtitle display.
There we are.
On. Alright.
Actually, did I need to take, or was I supposed to, No, it didn't take. I was supposed to go down here to OK. Okay.
Alright. Now I, Revolver Ocelot, talk like this now. I'm going to ensure that you become a legend that
Oh man,
you
can I
already are.
pick those and use them at the campfire to make bloatfly sliders? What was
Yes,
this?
those are bloat flies.
Vomit.
No, but you can make a pretty bouquet of flowers for,
Something happened with the triangle button and the horse.
Press the triangle button to reassure the horse. Oh, you can get off the horse.
Oh, okay. Well,
Get back on the horse.
get back on the horse, Snake. There's no other way you're gonna get your confidence back.
Yeah, that's right. Take a nip.
I can knock on nothing.
Take my knock for justice.
So, kind of got freedom of movement here. There's Bug May Keep.
Yeah, it's behind
Maybe there's
us.
cool shit up here that we should look at before we get too.
Yeah, the Ocelot's just hanging out back there like, hey, what the hell are you doing here? This is where I rode off to.
Would you like to give up and be a coward?
A little more practice in those ruins. Shooting, taking cover, climbing obstacles. See to it that 9-year gap doesn't slow you down.
Bonus objective: gallivant around in the ruins.
Knock over ancient treasures.
A good thing this ruin's equipped with ancient treasure.
Well, I mean, that is nice detail.
It's up to you whether to slip by enemies or take them down. Just remember that any situation can change fast. Familiarize yourself with your weapons and items while you can. You need to be able to switch between them quickly to meet any threat. Hiding on horseback allows you to stay out of sight even while on the move. It's effective for avoiding enemy guard posts and long-range reconnaissance patrols.
Wait, you can hide behind your horse? Oh, hide on a horse.
I saw this in one of the preview vids. Press the stance button while riding on your horse. D-horse. D's nuts. To cling to the saddle and hide. The side you hide on depends on the direction the camera's facing when you press the button, but you can change sides after hiding by pressing R3. No, I don't want to restart. So if you go...
Oh, and then you can press R3, camera in, and you'll switch sides.
Wait a second, what? I thought if you pressed R3, it was going to switch you.
Yeah, I thought that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I'm pressing R3 now. It's not doing anything. I guess you could... No? Alright, I guess you can't, like, switch underneath the horse.
Well, no. Oh, right.
To cripple your horse. I can't use the controls there, folks.
Oh, yeah, so.
Your horse is actually really fucking good.
Well, like, that tends to be how these things go.
Yeah, video game horses. If video game horses responded like real horses, you couldn't do a lot of the shit that... Oh, yeah, that's a crippled horse. Oh, hey.
You climb a vertical mountain.
Climb every mountain. Well, speaking of, with the whole open world thing, we gotta think about, what is our best plan of attack? Here's the village.
Yeah.
Do we necessarily want to take a direct path, or do we want to sneak around here from... There's a mountain relay base we could look at.
Are you thinking about looking at Dishago?
Well, there's a lot of places to check.
You can do a long way around.
The power station. But yeah, that's pretty much where we think he actually is.
Look, I give him 3 days.
So don't fuck around and explore the entire map. It's not damn Fallout New Vegas, okay? Don't go looking for radio stations. Cassette tapes and Ocelot briefing.
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus as a Little Britain. Why Dekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto. Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So was that guy. Cypher went so far as to attack British territory.
I'm going to ignore your question.
That's how badly they wanted you dead. He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent. They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Kelly is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all. What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
It's nobody's
Not
business
yet.
but theirs.
The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established. And Decalia sits right on top of it. It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
Hall, Nash.
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America. They all have their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other.
Sure.
But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames, and then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different.
So anyway, here's another
This is a
tape.
different cassette tape playing.
You're up.
Yeah,
We're
man.
changing ships. We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler. The Suez Canal. When
That's
did they
the
reopen
Suez,
it?
I'm sorry.
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're going to transfer to a
can't stand
container ship for
losing you.
passage through the Suez.
I'm gonna go
Destination is
off-road here.
Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road. And then continue on horseback.
And Dan.
Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control.
And
We'll
then
need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback.
That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera.
Wait, I'm
Once
trying
they're
to
marked,
also listen to you
you'll
on
also see their
cassette.
positions on the map.
Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It's gonna be a tough march. Better horses than boats. Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news. The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
see, that's probably
Boycotted the
a
Moscow
red door I
Olympics.
can go into.
Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S.
Hold
called
it. There's a Soviet guard post. They're bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view.
Union's an evil empire. The Second Cold War.
What the fuck, man? Marking. Yeah, I think we know how that
There's
works.
been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes. Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the
Wait, was
Egyptian
there a,
side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward.
You do have a woo pistol.
Apparently his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs.
Yeah, tranquilizer effective.
Effect depending on where you hit target. Okay.
Or headshots
I'm
pretty
like extremist.
immediately.
Yes, fundamentalist
Sight,
extremists have been
sound. Keep all your enemy senses in mind.
Smell
When you're near
particularly.
enemy, stay low and move slowly.
workers hostage in suicide bombings in Lebanon.
It's a
Over 300
suicide
foreign
mission.
soldiers stationed there have been killed. Countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they've pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity.
Private forces.
Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down,
You're
they began
totally
spreading
responsible
to
for
meet
all
the
this.
soaring demand.
I hear some
Miller's
conversation happening behind me.
I'm pressing that. Yeah.
Many PFs now. The entire world is after
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
But he's only stunned. He's
Miller
not
told
actually.
me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years
Oh,
ago.
oops.
You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but...
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries.
Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
To start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world. Those who needed military force.
Sure, nobody ever comes in
The
here.
reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to...
Yeah, I don't know how easily we're gonna be able to find tranquilizer darts flying around in the Russian bases.
It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base. That would be your new base of operations.
Basically explaining the plot of the previous game, so...
As your mission went on,
So,
your unit
do you
grew and
whistle to
grew.
summon your
More
horse, or...?
weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men.
Oh yeah,
As
you
the
do.
organization got bigger, your
Called
military power
D-Horse?
swelled to match. It
Made
got
you-
so
Dragon
big,
Horse,
the national
D-Horse.
community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before
The
someone
music
took you
changed? I
down.
get spotted?
And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA.
Unofficially, they're super badass, cool dudes. Yeah, I think we've hit kind of the end of a video as we creep around listening to these tapes, and he's about to explain who Zoff is.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll let the Zoff update come next time. But yeah, I'm gotta think about this. I don't know how much I want to be shooting off these trank darts. I don't know where we get more. And we've got a pretty big Afghan desert that we're going to have to explore using this gun. But we also found common metal. So,
Yeah, there you go. It's pre-processed, so why not gather it?
like, just little pieces of iron sitting around.
Sure.
Good stuff.
4.
So yeah, when we come back, folks, Metal Gear has gone open world, and we're now a part of it. So,
There you go.
that's the thing. I'm the Serious JG.
I'm Bobo the Vulture.
Tune in next time where we'll at some point stop having Revolver Ocelot recordings to listen to, and we'll return to making commentary. But until then, we'll see you.
Bye.